Good morning. Welcome to this seminar. My name is Maria, and I will be the trainer for today's session about Elsevier and Scopus. Let us check, meanwhile, these very few minutes before to start, that everyone is listening to me. Can you just, could you write something in the questions or chat about to check that you're listening the video perfectly? That's right. That's great. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to explain briefly what are we going to do today. First of all, I will play a video from YouTube that Fathid has made as a presentation of the services and all the agreement between Elsevier and Fathid. It's an explanation of overall the product. It just takes a few minutes and it will help everyone to connect. So let's start by this, and I'm going to play the video. I hope everything is going to hear perfectly. So let's begin with this, and then we are going to explain the rest of the agenda. It's going to take a few minutes. Well, this is the video. Let's go back to the presentation. Here you can see the main information about this session. We are going to take 90 minutes, but I'm going to finish earlier than that, I guess. So at maximum 90 minutes, we are going to dedicate to this session. There are other training sessions about other functionalities and features of Scopus, and also about questions and answers if you're interested. And as you can see, you can write to this address, recursoscientificos@fetid.es, just to send any questions or information and needs you may have. This session is recorded, so you may recover it or access again later when FETID is going to publish it. And the certificates of assistance of attendance to this session are going to be sent by FETID in the next days. And also we are going to send surveys to check the level of satisfaction of the attendees. So let's see what are we going to do and see this in this session. We are going to start with a brief introduction to Scopus in the next minutes. Then we are going to see an introduction also of the author profiles and how they work. And in this case, we are going to get an overview of an author profile, all the information is included. We are going to learn how to search for an author and view their profiles. And also we are going to assess the author's impact and what information Scopus is providing us to assess them. Then we are going to learn how to keep track of an author and how can we use the age graph, for example, or the other graphics or graphs that the tool is going to provide. Then we are going to understand how profiles work. This is which metadata are taken into account to nourish and build the profiles, how to ask for corrections or imperfections around a profile. Then we are going to see how to connect an author profile to FETID CVN, to Orchid, and to Mendeley. And finally, we are going to see how to find main authors or prominent authors in a specific topic area or knowledge area. Okay, and then you can ask at any time, and I will try to answer if I can, and if not, all the questions will be sent to FETID to be attended. So let's start with a brief presentation about Scopus as a reminder. If it's the first time that you enter this database, this is a brief agenda, also the same that I already explained. And here is the information about what can we find in Scopus. As you can see, we can find information from more than 5,000 publishers. That helps us include more than 24,000 serial titles and 210,000 books. Overall, we have 70,000 affiliation profiles, different, all of them, and 79 million of items, and finally 60 million of author profiles. All this information is going to help us identify and analyze which journals to read or submit our articles to. We can also track and assess our research's impact, both if our own impact or our colleagues. Then it's a tool that will help us decide what, when, with, or whom to collaborate, track impact of research and monitor global research trends, find the current research, and also differentiate research topics and find other ideas. Overall, Scopus is a tool that allows to discover and use interesting tools to work with research outputs. As a brief also introduction to the quantities and quality of our data. Here you can see we have more than 4 terabytes of data stored and more than 1 billion cited references. And as you can see, the same data that I just said about author profiles and institutional profiles. Here, as you can see, how this data is distributed. As you can see, we have 4 main areas or knowledge areas or subject areas: physical sciences, health sciences, social sciences, and life sciences. And also 3 main type of contents: journals, conference papers, and books. Each of them, as you can see, that the total amount of items that are included. And also it's important to take into account that we storage full metadata, that is to say abstracts, titles, and cited references and author information of each item. And with regards with conference papers, it's important to know that the main items are focused on engineering, mathematics, physics, and computer science, whereas books are mainly about social sciences and arts and humanities. It's important also to know that we cover more than 40 different languages, but all of them are mainly in English. So apart from English, we cover 40 different languages. We update daily our records, and there are more than 10 million open access documents included also. With this, we can say that the main source for our profiles are the information that is provided by the publishers and the records that we register. And it's important to keep in mind that at any time, anyone can ask for any change or corrections in their author profiles. We are going to see this in this training session, so we are going to check that this is very clear for you. And here also you can see an abstract or a brief introduction to how the profiles work. So we connect the article information to the author profiles, and with the information of the affiliation, and we connect these 3 nodes so that you can see all the information connected and linked. This is important to know also that Scopus is the only database that has an algorithm and systematic system to disambiguate authors' profiles. So in case you find that your profile is duplicated, or you need to merge, or there is any incorrection, you may ask, and you can ask for a correction. And here you can see how we generate the profile. So it's very important to know that if you are going to get an author profile with the first item that is going to be indexed in the database, but Scopus is going to provide an ID for you, but you will only have a profile page after the second document that is going to be indexed. And all this explained, I'm going to change and go to the online webpage just to proceed with the agenda. We are going now to see how to search, all the information included. So I'm going to change the screen. Remember that you need to access Scopus through the library of your institution. There's a validated email, link. Just make sure to access via the library. And then once you enter your Scopus session, also remember that you need to have a profile active So make sure you register for one. And to look for authors, just as you can see in this screen, there's an option here that says authors. I don't know if it's too tiny. I'm checking the audio. Is it true that no one is listening to me? Or are you listening? Oh, it's okay. Okay, thank you. Can you tell me if you see this my screen too small? You need me to get it bigger? It's too small. Okay, I'm going to try. Let me check here. I think, let's see if you see now. Is this better? Much better. Okay, let's proceed. So as you can see, you have the option to search for authors here. You have to check, you have to click on this option and use these fields to write the information you want to search. So it's as easy as you can see. So we have to write in this first field the last name of an author. Let's go for this one, for example, which is very common. If you know the name, you can write the name. If you know the affiliation, you can also search for affiliation, and you can also search directly with the Orchid. I don't know if you are aware of what is Orchid. If you can tell me this, just if you can, just to make sure that you get all the information also. So how to find an Orchid, for example, you can find it in the paper you're reading, or you can search for an Orchid going to orchid.org, and just you type the name and you look for the Orchid, and you can, for example, I can go there, Orchid, for example. You have to search for a name, for example. I'm going to look for this one. And you get this number, you copy the number, go back to Scopus, go to the Orchid field, paste the data, and go for search. And there you can see that you are going to find exactly the author you are looking for. When the Orchid is added to the profile, it is very important to know. The Orchid is added thanks to if Scopus Scopus is going to add the Orchid when it's included in the paper they are indexing. So if you don't use your Orchid to sign the papers, then the database is not going to find it, and then it's not going to be included. So we encourage you to use the Orchid when you signed the papers in order to make this number or ID to appear in the databases. So keep in mind that if you're not interested in searching for Orchid or by the Orchid, then we are going to use the previous example. I'm going to write Perez, for example, and we are going to click on search. And we are going to go to a web page with the search results. Here you can see that we have plenty, a lot of results corresponding to Perez as a surname. And the first thing you have to take into account that you have here on the in the left hand of the page, you have options to limit or to exclude from your results. You have you can limit or exclude by affiliation, by city, by country. And as you can see, next to each label, you can see how many results correspond to each of them. So if you want to filter, for example, and get only the profiles corresponding to the Universidad Complutense de Madrid, then you check and you click on limit to or exclude, depending on the option you may prefer. I'm going to check and to click on limit to, for example, and here we are going to see the results. So we are narrowing down to 751 author results, for example. If you want to go back to the previous results, then you can go to the browser and check back. So we can go to the previous results. So apart from this, you can also sort the results by number of documents, the H index, the author AZ or ZA, affiliation the same, and city and country. So keep in mind that you can sort the profiles. Then, as you can see, here you have the main information of an author. You have the main name, and then the other names that an author, that the database has encountered by indexing their different papers. So also take into account that you need to use a stable name when you sign your papers. Then right next to this, you can find the number of documents indexed, the H index, and here you have the explanation of what the H index is and how it's calculated. Then I'm going to explain it just in a few minutes. Then you have the information of the affiliation, and then the city and the country of the affiliation, not the author. Then you can also click on this, and you are going to see the most recent document indexed. And then you can check one of them, the one that you're interested in checking and viewing all the information. And as you can see, this gray bar here is going to activate so that you can use it and see that the first option that helps us to get to the list of all documents signed by this author. We can see also the citation overview, which we are going to check now. Then here, as you can see, we are going to be able to request to merge authors or to correct any information about the author profile. And then here we can save this author to our list of authors that we are interested in having in a list, for example. If we click to another one, then we have, for example, 2 profiles. We're going to use these tools anyway. So the main information here is that you can see this information from one author or 2 or 3 authors or as many authors as you may wish. So let's uncheck this and go to check these features with one profile. So let's go to View Citation Overview. By clicking in this option, we are going to go to another web page or another page if the system, okay, is a little slow. Here we have a page where we can see all the documents that are assigned to this author thanks to the indexing process. So this is quite slow. Let us wait. If not, maybe I can refresh. Okay, it's quite slow. I may try another profile, maybe this one. Well, it looks we have kind of a problem. Let's proceed to another thing. Just we are going to wait for this to be different. So let's going to check what we can see with an author profile. So let's go this and check this profile. When you click to a profile, you go to this page where you can see the name and the institution affiliation. You can check this and show all author info. For example, let's do this bigger, sorry. And here we are going to see all the affiliations possible, or then we can see the subject areas where this author belongs to regarding the production. Then here you can see the ID that this profile has in Scopus. Then here you can see how to connect this profile to your Orchid profile. It's only a wizard, so you have to connect this profile to your Orchid with your user and password, and then you can transfer the information to the Orchid profile. The same with the Mendeley profile you have here. With this link, you can go to your Mendeley profile and connect all the information harvested here to your Mendeley profile. Then it's all important to look that here you have the option to export the information to Facit CVN. And also you can save here this profile to your list of profiles. You can also set an alert. This alert is going to send an email to you anytime any update is produced in this profile. So this will help you keep updated of the activity related to a profile. Then you can also check potential author matches if in case the name is common or shared with other name forms. Then you can see that you can export to Stival in case you have Stival, and also edit profile. Just this is going to be used anytime you need to ask Elsevier to correct any information on your profile. So before this, let me let's do a run through of all this information here. Here you have all information regarding the metrics and documentation citation trends, and also this information about how many documents have been contributed to each topic. Okay. Then here you can see that this author has more than 1,000 documents indexed. It's been cited by more than 72,000, or it gets citation more than 7,200,000 citation, and this author has 115 H index. If you want to see the graph of the H index, let's see if it is displayed, because I'm checking. This is quite slow today. There you are. We have the author output and the H index. I have to do this quite okay. You will find always in the left hand of the page the table with the documents, the number of citations, and the title. Each of both the number and the title is linked to or the page of the article, or the list of the documents that cite this article. And next to it, you have a representation of the author H index. You can see here at the top of the page that you can change the time range for the graphic or the graph, and then you can exclude from this graph self-citations and citation from books. You have to know that you can only check one of these conditions at the same time, or this has been changed, I see. So you can exclude both now. This is a new feature then. And you have to go and update and wait for the graph to be updated, taking into account these two exclusions, for example. While we wait for this graph to be updated, we're going to go below them. And here you can see more graphs you can check about an author. You can see all the documents, graphics regarding the documents by source, by type, by year, and by subject. If you want to see this type of graphics or graphs, you can click on these arrows here, and the graphs are going to go to the top of the page. And as you can see, you have also the table in the left, and the graph right in the middle, and the other graphs related to document are right on the right hand of the web page. So if you move your mouse above the graph, the graph is going to be self-explained, and then you can change graph by clicking to this one by type, and then you can see the documents by type, for example. As you can see here, this author, the 2% of the papers published are conference papers, and the 95% are articles. And here you can see the same data here, but in a table format. Then you can check the documents by year, the evolution. So you can see it is very normal or common that this line is right below, because the 2022 is not even started yet. And the same with the subject. So here you can see an analysis of this author production by subject area. The subject areas are the ones corresponding to Scopus. This is also very important to know. And please see that at the top of the page you have the option to export this information, and this option will download a CVS file, so that you can work with it with your CVS tools, for example, Microsoft Excel or Google Spreadsheet or similar tools. You can print and email also. More graphs we have here. We have the graph about citations. We can click on it, and the graph is going to be displayed at the center of the page. And here you can see the evolution of the citations corresponding to this author and the documents indexed in the database. And finally, you can check also a list of the co-authors that signed the documents with, or the articles with, this author. Each of them, as you can see, are hyperlinked, so you can go right directly to this, for example, this author profile, and you can also see how many documents these two authors have signed together, for example. And you can change anytime the graph, and all graphs can be exported. Okay, let's go to the author details page with this option here at the left, in the left hand of the page. And let's continue to check what we can see in this page. Here you can you have an option that to see or to view a list of the documents in search results page format. So use this in case you're interested in checking all the documents in a list. You can see also view all the references included in all the documents indexed by this author, and you can get a list or two of these references. Then you can set an alert anytime that a document belonging to this author will be included in the database. Then you are going to be emailed with a notification corresponding to this. So use this alert to be updated regarding the production of this author, for example. Here, finally, we can see the graph that Scopus provides about an author, which includes and crosses the information about citations along the years, and also the document. Here you have in a very pale blue, the number of documents, and with the line you can see the number of citations, and you have the two-dimension overlapped. Then here you can see that these documents that are the top, the most contributed topics documents, they are also, you are going to get a list of them. So use it if you're interested interested in see the documents by topic, or the production by this author by topic. And then you can use this to get a citation overview, for example, and we are going to get to another page with also a table and an analysis of all the citations that this author gets. There it's a table. I think that this profile doesn't work properly because there are too many citations. So I'm going to look for another profile, and we are going to check this with another profile, less crowded. Then here, right below, you have the total amount of documents, and here you can check all of them. See here that you can also sort the documents by date, by its number of citations, by author, or by source title. Then you can export all of them. You can save all of them to a list that you may have opened in your Scopus session. In the next tab, you can see the number of cited the documents that cite this author. And with this list, you can also export and save them to a list. Then you can also see this in a search results format, or set a citation alert. And the citation alert will email you anytime that a document is included in Scopus that cites this author. Then in the third tab, you can see the list of co-authors, and also you can use this link to get this list in a search results format, for example. Okay, and then here you can see the number of documents, which is a number that is linked. So you can, at any time, you can get the number of documents or the list of documents that are co-authored by the author you are checking with the author you are interested to add to your search. Then finally, the last step, you can see the topics, and then the classification, the list of articles classified by topics, and then the number of the documents, the number of documents that correspond to each topic. And you have here the topic field weighted citation impact. Here you have the explanation of what it is. Please check anytime all the explanations that we offer. And as you can see, you can go right to the topic, or write with this link to the number of to the list of documents corresponding to this topic. Okay, so you can, as you can see, you can check the production of an author by topic and get the topic or the list of authors. For example, let's go to this, and we are going to see this topic, and then we are going to get the prominent or more representative document from this topic, and then also the authors more representative from this topic too, and a keyword analysis. This comes from Stival, so check this feature and preview of all the information you can find to these other products that Elsevier also has. And here you can see the author document. So plenty of information about a topic you may have, you may find in a profile, in author's profile. Okay, so let's see another profile, for example. Let me check. Let's go to search again, and I'm going to look for a more less crowded profile. For example, I'm going to search for this author. For example, I'm going to use this. In this case, as you can see, you have to wait less because there is a less crowded profile, and as you can see, you can get all the same information. Let me go to another profile, for example, to see when you have already an Orchid and you have already connected your profile to Mendeley. Let's going to check how you can see it. Then, as you can see, when you connect your profile to Orchid, then you are going to see that your Orchid is already displayed. And if you use the link, you are going to get to your profile in Orchid, then proceed to transfer the information you're interested in to your Orchid profile. And then the same with your Mendeley profile. This is also the option to get the information to your profile if you already have one. So these are the differences when you already have a user in these two other platforms. Okay, this is what I was interested for you to check. Then we are going to do the wizard to ask Elsevier to check or to amend any information about your profile. If you're interested or you have any problem with this, you may use this edit profile option. Then you go to this a pop-up is going to be opened, and here you can see what we are going to do. We are going to set, you can set a preferred name in case you have plenty of forms. You can ask for to merge profiles in case Elsevier has created more than one. You can add or remove documents just in case a document is missing or it belongs to another profile, or by mistake Elsevier has added a document that doesn't belong to you. And you also can update the affiliation. Okay. So if you are interested in correcting any of this information, just click on proceed. Then as you can see, here we have an option to choose which name we want to be displayed as a preferred name. Then I'm going to keep this one, for example, then continue. Here the wizard is going to ask who is submitting this request. In case it is your own profile, just check the first option. In case someone else is going to ask for this correction, just keep in mind that the second option is the one you have to check. So I'm going to check the second option because I'm not this author, and click on continue. Here you can see the author feedback wizard. Here, as you can see, there is all the documents assigned to this profile. You have to check all of them. You have 51, for example. In case this, for example, it doesn't belong to you, uncheck this box, and this document is going to be removed from your profile. In case and you don't find or you can't find your document or your article, please use this button here at the, below the page or at the bottom of the page, and use this search missing documents feature, which would open this pop-up that is going to be allows you to search for your document. Please take into account that you have the title or this information right clear or right behind right next to you. You can search by article, title, abstract, by DOI, by title, or these other fields. Please also, it is important to know that you have to check first if you can't find an article that belongs to you, that this article that is missing has been published to a source that is already indexed by Elsevier, because there are some cases that people can't find the article, and that is because it's been published in a source that isn't indexed by Scopus. So check this first, and then you can search for the document. So I'm going to write something really strange. Then the engine is going to search for this, and in case you find, you should find your article here. When you find it, just check or mark the article you want to to be included in your profile, and then you have to confirm which author are you. You will find, for example, on the list of the authors that belongs to this article, just check the form that belongs to you, or in case you're not on the list, just mark or check this last option. When you check this last option, then Scopus is going to ask you to send the file you are referring to, just to check why you're not on the list and why when Scopus indexed your article was missed your authorship, for example. So we are going to go back to results. I'm not going to confirm this change because this is a test and a show. Then once you checked everything corresponding to your production, then you can proceed and check this last button here at the bottom of the page that says review affiliation. Then we are going to check all the information about the affiliation. So here you have all the options in case the affiliation, or you may have more affiliations, then you are going to check other affiliation. Once everything is reviewed, you can click on the last button to confirm and submit your request. Here, I'm not going to click on this because I don't want to request anything about this profile, for example. But then you are going to get a number of the ticket and your request to facilitate that you can follow up your request. And then you have to wait for Scopus to check everything and confirm this correction. You are going to be emailed, or the people that have requested it are going to be emailed when this request will be satisfied. Okay, this is the main information about the author feedback wizard. Then we're going to go back to search. Let me check again. Okay, let's see another case, for example. Oh, sorry. I have this also. So you can also, for example, have the case that you have more than one profile created due to differences in the name or misinformation during the indexing process, or any reason. So in case you have this situation, you have to try and search for both of your profiles. So let's imagine that this profile and this profile are the same author, for example. So if you want to merge or request to merge authors, you can use this option here once you also checked all the profiles you want to merge. So once they are checked, please use request to merge authors, and you are going to get to the same wizard we've just checked. And you have to do the same workflow that we've just viewed. Okay. So this is these are the options. You have to request to merge the authors. So once we've see all of this, I'm going to check the agenda we have today. So you have to also be important that the information that Scopus uses to create different profiles are the name, the email, the affiliation, the topic area or the knowledge area, the citations, the information about co-authors, and all the different forms for the name. So when Scopus indexes the paper and, for example, finds a different affiliation or a different form name or a different email from an author, they are going to create a different profile. So it's very important to be aware of that it is a high recommendation that you use a stable name and that you use the same email if possible, and the same affiliation when obviously it has to be the same. And in case you change affiliation or you change email, just take into account that it may occur this case that Scopus may create a different profile. So take this into account. We have also in the agenda to learn how to make corrections to our author profile. We've just learned that. The Orchid and Mendeley is also, we have also seen that. And let's answer the last question. So we are going to search for authors in a topical area. So if you're interested in looking for authors in a concrete area or topic area, we've checked this option that when you are inside or checking an author profile, you can go here and check other authors from these topics right in here in topics. Then you can go here or here and check other profiles, but it's a very brief information maybe. So our recommendation is to go to search, go to documents instead, search for a topic area, for example, medicine, and I'm going to search for example, if you can use any of this, but for example, I'm going to look for a keyword, for example, and then search. And here you have 1 million document corresponding to medicine, for example. And then here in these modules, in the left hand of the page, you have the list of authors that correspond or have published in this topic or keyword. This is a first option. This is an option you can use. Then you have another one. Well, the important thing is that you can see all of them by clicking to view all. And then here you can go right to the profile or right to the documents corresponding to this author, for example. And another option you have is to go again to search and use the advanced search. In advanced search, if you have something here you can delete, you can use the field codes and go to the last one is the subject areas. Then just choose the one you are interested in. You can use these arrows here. And for example, I'm interested in nursing. Then I can click on the plus sign, and it's going to be transferred to this query string. And here you can see all the information about this code, and you can see all the other and what is going to be included in this search. And then you go to search. So we are searching for documents corresponding to this subject area. And then as we saw before, you have here the list of the authors corresponding to this topic area. With this, you can display all of the lists and just try and check this information about the author you're interested in, okay? And you can also filter by type, but this or narrowing or choosing another subject area, filter by publication stage or by document type, by source title, by keyword, by affiliation, funding or sponsorship, country and source type, and also finally language. So you can refine all the documents with all these filters to get all the information you want from a subject area, okay? So I think this is all the agenda we had for the session today. So if you have any question, please write to the chat if you want. And if not, this would be all. So I hope we are going to finish the session before the 90 minutes forecasted. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to, if I can answer them. And if not, I may wish you a pleasant day. And I hope this all this information may be useful for you. And if you want me to explain again any part of this session, you may want to see again the wizard or how to search for a profile, what we can see in a profile, just let me know and I will explain again. So I'm going to wait another 10 minutes before closing this up, and I will be aware of your questions. There's a question. So are the author profiles going to enrich my literature review? Well, it depends on what the uses you may use, or with the information you may get from the author profiles. This is another way of discovering information. You can discover information or review literature by searching by documents, or maybe going to authors. So I understand this, that you may use the author profiles as a shortcut, for example. Yes, let's see. Another attendee wants to see the CVN export. Okay, let's go to this. So let's go to authors, and then I'm going to search for an author. You have to enter the profile, and please check here the option export to CVN. You check, and then you are going to go to this. Okay. I think this is the same wizard. So I think this is not the wizard corresponding to CVN. But it looks that at the end you are going to get a list of the documents to be exported to FIFIT. Since this is not my profile, and it may not show the information correctly. So please check this with your profile. And if you have any doubts, please write to FIFIT. So another question, how can you connect your profile to Orchid? Well, the information is not updated automatically. You have to first create your profile in Orchid, and then you have to use, for example, let's go to another profile, for example, that hasn't I'm going to look for the previous one. So as you can see, this profile is not linked to Orchid. Here you can see connect to Orchid when you are not connected. Then when you click on connect, you're going to orchid.org, and you're going to get the link, or you have to get here to your Orchid, then sign, register, and when you're logged in both platforms, then you're going to get the information imported. Since I don't have a user that is already an author, and I don't have an Orchid profile, I may get this web page in the middle. but I'm sure that if you're the author, you are going to connect both platforms. So the thing is that you have to use connect to Orchid, and here you have to use, as you can see, the connection to Mendeley. So here you can see that I have already my profile, so I have to check my profile and then proceed to import this publication. I'm not going to proceed because this is not my profile, so I don't want to incur to any problem with this. How to manage the citation alert. So I understand that you want to see how to set and then how to delete the alert, for example. Then you go to this tab, cited documents, then you have this feature here, set citation alert. And then you get this pop-up window. Here you can see where you want to, you can change the email address, and then you can set the frequency, and then you click here on set author citation alert, you set it. Please make sure that you are with your user registered in the OK. And then because if you're not with your active user, you may not be able to set an alert. And if you want to manage your alerts, let me check this. You go to your profile here, and then go to your alerts, and then you will find all the alerts here. For example, I have search alert, author citation alerts, the one that I already set, and you may edit, delete, keep active, or keep inactive. Okay. These options here are here to help you configure or set the alerts once and just activate it or inactivate it in case you want to stop receiving notifications for a while. Well, about the problems belonging to the why Scopus creates different profiles and it seems that nothing has changed, then you have to take into account that the author, the indexing procedure is done by it's not a human work. So if something as tiny as you may imagine is different, then it's going to be changed. So then it's going to be another profile. Just be aware that in case that you find this, the important thing to know is that you can ask for a merge or you can ask for a correction. About the last question I have here about the H index, this is something that you have to deliver or decide for yourself. The database is not built to fulfill this. So this is a use you may consider to do, but it's not the purpose of the H index. So let's stop recording this session. So this is almost everything for today. Let me go to this view. Just, I hope everything is clear. Please remember that you have other trainings that you can enroll to, question and answers and everything. So I'm going to leave it here and wish you good day. And I hope you use Scopus and it's very useful for you. Okay, so have a good day.